This is the one where they kept saying that, oh, it had to do with ugly sweaters. But I don't believe that for a second. It's so gross and weird. So, Kotaku wrote an article about the Blizzard developers, and I think this is Activision Blizzard. And this is a really interesting little thing here, okay? The Cosby Suite. Now, this is kind of one of those things where we're talking about, like, feminist issues. We don't really talk about feminism too much on... I haven't really had a chance to talk about women's issues on this channel. And it's usually because... I'm usually fighting TERFs. And so I'm kind of taking an anti-feminist posture there because those types of feminists are fucking cancer. Where we have the developers from Blizzard who are posing with this picture of Bill Cosby in 2013. I just want to point out super quick. Bill Cosby rape allegations, and I want to say that it started in 2008, right? Table of accusers allegations, 60 women, 60? Holy fucking shit. I didn't even know it was that much. Jesus Christ. There were also 2 instances of alleged child sexual abuse, blah, 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 blah. The earliest alleged incidents took place in the mid-1960s, with the rest scattered all the way, until the latest in 2008. Australia allowed British citizens to enroll to vote, but that changed in 84, only allowed in new enrollees who are Russian citizens, or Australian citizens. I don't know where I got Russian from. But I want to say that these criminal charges started in or at least the allegations began in 2005, right? Later allegations and investigations, 2000 to 2006. On February 1st, 2000, according to a statement, who was 20 years old at the time, filed a criminal complaint against Cosby. Yeah, in 2000, and then 2004, and then 2005, and then 2006. I think they are racist cannibals. And so he was alleged to have been, it was a big long thing. From 2005 or 2000, all this kind of shit, right? Let's see here. So, since the news broke last week, there's widespread allegations of sexual harassment and discrimination at Activision Blizzard via a legal complaint from the state of California. Just to be clear, I don't play any Activision Blizzard games, and so I guess I'm technically participating in the boycott that's going on right now, but for the most part, I never played those games to begin with. I played a little bit of Warzone here and there, but I uninstalled that game like a billion years ago because it kept fucking updating over and over again. But anyway, while many claim that they weren't aware of the problematic frat boy culture leading to the accusations of sexual harassment and assault at the hands of male Blizzard employees, comments and images shared on social media paint a different picture. Based on photographs and screenshots of Facebook posts obtained by Kotaku, it's clear that people beyond Alex Afrasiabi, the man named in the lawsuit and longtime World of Warcraft developer, were aware of the Cosby Suite mentioned in the lawsuit. That was apparently a nickname for the BlizzCon hotel room, and seemingly a reference to the name of a previously convicted rapist, Bill Cosby. As for World of Warcraft beginning in 2004, blah, 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 blah. The point that I'm getting at here is that they wanted to... But the Cosby Suite was more than just a nickname or a joke. This is the one where they kept saying that, oh, it had to do with ugly sweaters. But I don't believe that for a second. And yes, Activision is trying to bust up the unions because of this nonsense. I'm absolutely certain. I'm not certain. I'm speculating here that they are doing that to try to get into the news, to try to bury this shit. And I think that would be a big thing that like a lot of people might support, be like, ew, unions or some shit like that. Unions aren't bad. They're also not good. They're just kind of like a neutral force of a way of advocating for workers' rights. That's basically it. So, booze-filled meeting place, who would pose with an actual portrait of Bill Cosby while smiling. It was also a hotspot for informal networking at BlizzCon, three sources told to Kotaku, where people were looking to make inroads at the company, would go to meet and hang out with some of its top designers. We didn't respond, blah, 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 blah. But they tried to claim that it was a joke, that the Cosby Suite was in reference to, like, his workers' rights are extremely important, for sure. But they were trying to say that it had to do with like ugly sweaters or like the layout of their office or something like that. And I don't buy this for a second, okay? 2013 is like almost 10 fucking years after the allegations came out, and everybody was like kind of leery about him. So no, I don't buy this excuse for a fucking second, especially because BlizzCon Cosby crew, in it former Blizzard designer David Kosak writes, I'm gathering the hot chicks for the cause, for the Cosby crew, right? Yeah, bring them. You can't marry all of them, Alex. Kosak writes, I can. I'm Middle Eastern, currently a lead game designer at Blizzard. Then writes, you misspelled fuck. So I guess it's just, it's so gross and weird, you know, that you would have this room, right, where you're kind of idolizing a rapist, and the whole purpose of the room is to have sex with women. It's just, ugh, I just don't like it at all. And it's weird. And I don't know if this is like female developers. I'm pretty sure that they are saying this, that it's allegations of sexual harassment and discrimination at Activision Blizzard, like from male employees onto female employees, or probably other male employees even. And it's just, yeah, it's gross. It's like, here's the problem with like workplace stuff like this, is that you're basically trapped in an environment where this is your livelihood. You have to go to this place in order to live. And so like repeated, or just like having the culture of we're all fucking, and if you say no, it might have like some kind of implication, is why it's so gross, and why, you know, there, like, consent kind of goes out the window in these situations. And I don't like this shit at all. And this is why it's bad, you know. And so I don't really have a whole lot to say about this, other than, you know, it just is, it's so, what can be done besides not playing Activision? That's kind of all you can do. Like, we as just like regular ass people, is just abstain from playing Activision games, Activision Blizzard games, and which is easy because Activision Blizzard doesn't make any good games. I've never been a WoW fan, and I haven't been a fan of Call of Duty since I was like 14. You know. We'll play like Black Ops 2 every once in a while, but not like any newer ones, not any ones where I'm like, you know, giving them money in any sense of the word like that. So that's pretty much all I have to say about this one. And it's interesting. What is interesting later is that now they're very focused on busting up unions, and I think because the unions have said something about that. Let's look that up. Kotaku union busting. Activision Blizzard hires a union busting firm as workers start to come together. In a public statement addressed to employees earlier this week, Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick said the company is reviewing policies and procedures to help promote a more respectful, inclusive workplace. Yes, this is absolutely a 1,000,000% in response to the Cosby Suite. 1,000,000,000%, undoubtedly. To help accomplish that, the company has retained the services of a prestigious law firm, WilmerHale, which is the same law firm helping Amazon keep its workers from unionizing. Considering ongoing efforts to unionize game workers, the partnership is a little concerning. So yes, they are I'm pretty sure that if Activision Blizzard wanted to like save their image, first they would fire everyone involved, literally everyone. They can go work somewhere else or whatever, which wouldn't be good for whatever developer they end up at, because their name is going to be poisoned forever. Now they're going to fire everybody that it's involved, and then, you know, if the workers want to come together and be like, okay, we went through this really bullshit thing and now it's coming to light and everybody's getting fired and shit like that, let's come together and we need to have a more respectful and inclusive workplace, right? Then, you know, then Blizzard, Activision comes in and it's just all like, let's keep that from fucking happening. Just like the gaming industry in general is just kind of like shit, the way that it comes together. A typical corporate damage control statement, 1,000,000,000%. You know, and it's weird to me because you figure, no, you know what? I'm not even gonna go there, because like when it comes to gamers, I guess gamers have always been kind of like a like toxic in group. Especially among the older crowd. It's gotten a lot better over the last 10 years, but it's definitely not where we want it to be, where it's like, you know, any other workplace. So when Activision Blizzard, a company currently under fire for its discriminatory practices and rampant sexual harassment issues, hires WilmerHale, a law firm with a reputation of union busting, heads turn and brows furrow. Yes, my head is turning and my brow is furrowed, for sure. WilmerHale is one of the most prestigious law firms in the country. It's actually a combination of two law firms. Yada, yada, yada. I don't actually care about the history of that particular law firm. I just think it's interesting that they would have these allegations come out with all of this evidence, with the Cosby suite and everything, which just is like so damning. And their go-to response is, we have got to keep them from unionizing. Like, it's just disgusting. It's fucking gross. Like, I feel for any female game developer for having to be in these environments like this, and all the bullshit that they have to put up with in order to be in this industry. It's fucking disgusting. Like, honestly, dog. So that's really all I have to say about that. I don't really have a whole lot there. I think it's really important to cover this and to understand that, like, wait, hold on. Activision Blizzard games. What are some? Let's see here. Pitfall? Don't play it. I didn't play that. I don't play that. I don't play any of these fucking games. But so this is going to be easy for me. Fucking band Guitar Hero. Oh man, Vigilante 8 was the shit, but it's been out for like 30 fucking years, so it should be okay. And I have an emulator on my computer. I don't even play it on my PlayStation anymore. But even then, these are all the games that they've made, but I don't think that they have... Which are the ones that are like subscription based? It would be like, they had a whole thing where they even had mobile games listed, and this was shit like Candy Crush and whatever. Mobile, Call of Duty Mobile, World of Warcraft, yeah, Candy Crush Saga, all these games that I never play anymore. Even Warzone, I didn't play that fucking game anymore because it was just like every 3 or 4 days I'd have like a fucking 60 gigabyte update, and I just got tired of that shit, so I deleted the motherfucking shit out of it, because I don't nobody has time for that kind of shit. So anyway, for me it's easy to participate in the what's it called, the boycott, because I didn't play any of these fucking games to begin with. But I would strongly urge you to anybody watching to steer clear and let this kind of nonsense, this disgusting practice of you know, trying to retain people who sexually harass their female employees, and then when it comes all to light, do everything they can to keep the workers from coming together to make it better for themselves, then yeah, I think that you should hit them in the pocketbook. as best you can, and that means abstaining from these fucking titles for sure.